What's up everybody, welcome back to Low Luxury, and today we're going to go back to a classic series that I have on the channel, but one that I don't get to do that often anymore, and that is Fake Fashion Detective. We're going to go to a resale site on the internet and determine if listings there from luxury brands are real, authentic, or if they are fake, complete knockoffs. Today, we're going to be taking a look at some pieces from the biggest brands in the world on the resale site Poshmark. And if you know anything about Poshmark, this is probably going to get pretty interesting, so let's dive in. Yo, before we get too much further, subscribe to the channel. I make tons of luxury and streetwear content, and also if you're looking for deals on luxury and streetwear, check the description. I've got some of the best sites with all authentic stuff. Check it out. All right, so all of these, I just clicked on the first cool, interesting looking listing I saw, and I searched Balenciaga, and this is what popped up. It's a really cool t-shirt, just some text along the neck right here in a kind of like marker graffiti style, very striking. The price, suspiciously cheap, but also reasonable. I could see over time these depreciating to the point where $200 is reasonable, although new with tags as it is here brings up some questions in me. But if I saw this, I'd be like, not immediately turned off by the price or anything. I'd be like, that's a really good deal, so let me look into it. And look into it we are going to. We only get 2 pictures here, which is going to make it quite a bit tougher for us to legit check. Before we dive into the pictures we do have, let's do a little research here. New with tags, $200, extra large. Again, that's a bit suspiciously cheap, but not to a crazy degree. Listed by Carloa. They've sold 15 plus listings before. Let's see what else they've got. Okay, interesting. Bravest Miami Gucci, Bravest Pink Hermes. I don't know what Bravest is. That's weird. Palm Angels, All Saints, Balenciaga, Amiri, Gucci. Oh, this is not looking good. 2 sold Gucci monogram polos for $60 each. If you see that, immediate red flags. No one would sell either of these polos for anywhere near $60. These are more like $800 new, I believe. So selling them for $60 is just out of the question. Nobody with a real one would sell it like this. And when you see one fake in somebody's listings, you've got to assume they all are. So I think my decision's already made here, but let's just do our due diligence and make sure. So what do we got here? Let's take a closer look. The only thing we really have to go off of is the design, the retail tag, just the front of it, and I think the most important thing here is going to be this neck tag. And I'm already not liking the look of this. That logo is way too skinny. They don't really use that anymore aside from a couple key pieces. They don't usually put Paris underneath anymore either, but let's try and find a real example of this shirt online and compare. Okay, so I searched this up. Here's the first result in images. From List, they only stock stuff from real sites. You can already tell this print is a bit lighter and I think smaller than the one on the Poshmark listing. And look at that tag. Completely different font. It doesn't say Paris underneath. This tag is kind of curved off at the corners and folded under. So in every single way, from the neck tag alone, you can tell that this t-shirt is 100% fake. No question about it. Do not even think about it. Do not question me. It's fake. I know what I'm doing, okay? Don't buy this. You could probably get this shirt for like $30 on some DHgate rep website. This is a scam. Just don't do it. Our next listing, and it actually has one active offer. Somebody's already looking to buy this right now. These are Versace Tri-Greca, right? Tri-Greca sneakers. I actually haven't ever had a pair of these in hand before. I'm not that familiar with them, so I don't know how this is going to go, but we do have many more photos, which is awesome. And $350 is quite cheap for these. I'm just going to compare them to the Chain Reactions because that's the only one I'm familiar with. Those, you could probably get like $450 for a pair. So again, this is low, definitely low, makes me raise my eyebrows a little bit, but not to a crazy degree. So if this is a fake, I would consider this a scam because they're definitely trying to pass them off as real. Oh my God, look at this. Someone said they're dirty, and the seller replied, they're dirty like you. Okay, so our seller is also a bit rude. Well, let's see what else they got going on here. Only 2 sold listings. Here we go again. Louis Vuitton, Dior, Balenciaga, Gucci, Versace. This is very expensive. If he's selling fake stuff, he's trying to make like real money off of it. Amiri, Moncler, more Versace, the chain reactions down here, and 2 pairs of Jordan 1s. Interesting. All right, so since I'm not familiar with these sneakers, I think we got to do our research. And the problem with this is I'm also not sure what colorway they are, and I'd love to find that specific colorway. So let's see what we got here. So ours are like blue with these fingerprints kind of on them. Let's add blue. Here we go. Is this them? That is them, and already these look very different to me than the ones we were looking at. Okay, I'm just getting a good look here. Very interesting. These look so different. All right, let's go back to our Poshmark listing. All right, let's get that side view here. Oh man, look at the color of this stitching. That's white stitching to me, it looks like. But when we go to Google here, we can see that on the real ones, the stitching is a light blue, really matching with these like sidewalls for the laces here. That is crazy. And also take a look at the texture of this Greca, whatever they call it, pattern. And then here, they're almost like super textured and almost like painted on looking, and they're not uniform. Look at the black bleeding in. The other ones were much cleaner than this. Wow, these are terrible. That's really funny to me, honestly. This guy, he's got like tags and everything, but once again, these are completely fake. They look absolutely terrible. Even the Versace here, that's supposed to be purple. What? Oh man, these are really bad. Yeah, these are fake. They're fake. And the last one we're going to look at on this episode today is this Givenchy t-shirt, fairly recent. Matthew M. Williams did this collab with Cheeto, I believe is his name, graffiti artist, and he did prints kind of like this. This one, $350. I think a fairly fair price, actually. This is what I would expect to see these go for. We have many photos, even with the care tags, which is a first on this episode at least. Let's see what we got. So this is being sold by My Closet 16. They have tons of sales. Let's take a look at this closet here, huh? All right, a lot of luxury. Palm Angels, Balmain, D Squared, Prada, Dolce & Gabbana, Balenciaga. All the prices pretty fair, I would say. Nothing really jumping out at me. All very reasonable prices. Nothing is making me suspicious about any of this. I'd say even overpriced on some, like $220 for this Moncler t-shirt, I think is way overpriced, honestly. So the closet check actually completely checked out. This made a lot of sense to me. Let's see the tags. Stitching a little bit weird, but if it's used, that tends to kind of happen. We've got the tags here. You could even legit check it with the QR code, I guess. We're not going to do that today, though. We're going to use our eyes, okay? Back of the t-shirt gives us nothing. Embroidered logo, fairly clean. That's pretty standard, I would say. I'm not familiar with the new Givenchy tags. This print looks very bold to me, but maybe that's how they do it. Also, this serging down here for the tag, very weird. A bit loose in my mind. Like, that's very loose on the serger. If this is real, it makes me question the quality of Givenchy t-shirts, but other than that, it looks pretty good. But since I don't know what their tags look like, we've got to find a real example. Givenchy Cheeto t-shirt. Let's see what we got. Images. So it looks like this was mostly done in like a beige, but there's the black one right here. I would love to find this on Grailed though, because on a site like the Givenchy site, they're not going to show what the care tags look like. Let's see if any of these have been listed on Grailed. There's one. This one has been authenticated. The price checks out, $333, and none of the photos are loading. That's fun. All right, here's one. All right, here are the tags from that piece, but the quality's terrible. Here's our care tags, looking pretty solid. I guess that is what the print looks like nowadays. And now I'm wondering if we got a model number here. There we go. All right, let's look up this model number. All right, so there it is right there. Ooh, and it goes to the webbing slim fit t-shirt. Ooh, interesting. So that is not the right t-shirt. And really on this one, we don't have much else to go on. So just by the fact that this model number right here took me to a totally different model makes me really suspicious. So I would not buy this. I'm tentative on this one, but I think this one is fake. So I'm just gonna put it there, leave it at that, and say I would be suspicious of this. I would do a lot more research if I was actually thinking about shelling out the big bucks for this piece. And that's the end of the episode. And now you see why I often tell people to just, if you're looking for luxury stuff, just don't buy on Poshmark. It is filled with fakes. They don't do like any moderation. It's really, really sketchy. Scammers everywhere. Try going to somewhere like Grailed where at least they have moderators looking over these things. It's not a guarantee, but Poshmark especially is like uniquely bad when it comes to just people trying to pass reps off as real. So let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this episode, if you want me to do more of them, and I'll see you next time.